Cancer, it's CJ here. I will be doing your love reading for the month of June 2022. It can apply to your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus, as well as a cross watcher. Please remember that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so it may not resonate with everyone. So just take what does and leave the rest behind. Thank you so much for your support of my channel. We are now at, I think, about 765. It's amazing, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So thanks for being part of my soul tribe here. All right, so Cancer, we are just about to begin and see what is going on in regards to love. And this reading can apply whether you're single or in a committed relationship. Energy will always remain the same. Okay, I feel like we're ready. So let's begin. Cancer, our water sign, that beautiful, lovely, watery energy for June 2022. What is happening for Cancer? Thank you. I almost feel like there's... Okay, free yourself, give your relationship a chance. And I feel like that one wants to come out too. So we're going to take all of them. Okay, and we have children as well. So look, I'm going to take all of these. Give your relationship a chance. It says work on your partnership. And then it says free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. We have playfulness that has come out. Recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And then we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. This could apply, all of these cards could apply to you, Cancer. Or only some of these might apply. I'm instantly feeling that there's a lot of different storylines Spirit is coming through. So, but the overall energy is this. If you're in a relationship, it's really important for you to actually start working on your partnership. But I also feel just as important is this free yourself. This card, time to take back control of your life, Cancer. Maybe you've been putting a lot of energy on your partner if you're in a relationship. When you're single, maybe you've been putting a lot of energy on everything else, your career, your family, your parents, your siblings, your friends, your boss or your employees, however it may fit. And Spirit is coming through saying this is the month that you really need to take control back of your life, and you need to start putting yourself first. And a way to do that is to start playing again. If you're single, like get out there and do all those things that you want to do. If you love going hiking or going out for a beautiful glass of wine and you like hanging out with your friends, whatever it is, working out, taking better care of yourself, even not even physically, but even just more spiritually and emotionally. Time to fill up your glass to give back to yourself. And in that way, if you are in a relationship, that actually is going to bring some more balance back. Because I am picking up for some of you Cancerians that there may be a imbalancement if you're in a partnership where you've been giving a lot to your partner and it has probably taken a lot out of you and maybe has made the relationship kind of grow apart, because instead of it being like two equal people coming together that are supporting one another, but it's an equal give and take. I almost feel like that romantic energy may have shifted into, and don't hate me when I say this, I'm just the messenger giving you the message that I'm hearing and picking up. Almost like one may feel more like the parent and the other one might feel like more like the child. And if that is the case, because sometimes we go through those we play different roles in our relationships at different times. If that's the case, it's very hard to be romantic with each other because, well, let's be real, right? If you look at your partner as if they're a child, or your partner looks at you as if you're the child, there's no romance happening. Then that becomes, and then it becomes almost a resentment, right? We don't want to date our mother. We don't want to date our father. We can love and adore our parents, but at the same time, we don't want to date them, right? Really strong message coming in on that. So the way to get around that, if this is relating to you, is to start having fun again. I already spoke about the singles out there, but if you are in a relationship and it's been kind of, that things have just not been right, you got to bring the playfulness back in. Do some things together that brings the spark back. You know, when I first started, I shuffled the decks off camera first to cleanse the energy, but then, you know, obviously I shuffle them in front of you guys. The retreat was on the bottom of the deck before I started. So, and I had this feeling of like, maybe it's time for you and your partner to take a little hiatus from the rest of the world and reconnect. So I really thought that was important to bring that up because it showed up twice. And for some of you Cancerians, children might be playing a big role in your life. Single and people that are in a couple relationship. Children are wonderful and beautiful, but they kind of need our attention. And when we give them, not kinda, they do. And when they are taking the center stage, whether them being little or even adults, and you're trying to help them out and stuff, you can tend to put yourself behind, right? And put their needs first. Even sometimes in front of your partner, or your partner may do that for you. And if you're single, maybe your children are getting so much of your attention, it doesn't leave you any time to go out and mingle, right? To find that love of your life. So a lot of things to really consider here in the month of June. But I do feel the overall energy that's coming through is that in order to reconnect with a love partner, or in order to bring in a love partner, it is really important. Wow, this is on the bottom of the deck. Clean it up. Things need to get cleaned up. It is number 21, which reduces down to 3. For me, 3 is a huge, powerful number. Really about bringing things into, if you think a triangle, a very focused point. But clean it up is like time to really kind of look under the beds and sweep out the dust bunnies and start new. Clean slate. So, what was I saying before that? The overall energy feels like you need to bring some fun back into your life. And really actually have some fun. Shut the worries off, the stress off. Make others understand that you are going to become a priority in your own life. And start putting some energy to your partner. If you both have kind of fallen off the track. And really start putting that first. Really feel like that's a major message. I did just shuffle, didn't I? And look at what shows up again. Clean it up. Very important message coming through here. There is a lot of unnecessary dust, and I'm using that metaphorically. There's dust, there's cobwebs, there's shit, and it needs to be cleaned up so that you can get the spark back in your life. For yourself, first of all. And if you're in a relationship, to bring the spark back there to your relationship. Okay. All right. Okay. Right off the top. That was quick. Chop wood. Wow. Chop wood. What an interesting card to come out. It so makes sense here. We got poised on the bottom, so I will take that. Chop wood. It speaks of just kind of like that. When you are, remember that clean it up card. When you are so deep in the middle of it and you don't even know how to get yourself straight, you don't know how to get your focus back, do the things that are just needed, you know, like it says, chop wood. There's a saying, like, if you don't know what to do, chop wood, get water, focus on that, and that allows you to, that allows the energy to get freed up. So I really feel like this card is saying, in a way, kind of like the playfulness. It's like, don't get stuck up, let me restart. Try not to get stuck in the little bits, right? Like, I can't do this because I have my children and because my parents want me to do this and because of my job and I don't have time and I'm bored but I'm exhausted and I don't have the energy. Get out of that mind frame and just do the next thing. Little steps, tiny little steps. And while you do that and have some fun, it will free the energy up where you can start to really connect again to your partner or to a loved one that may be sitting there waiting for you. Bottom of the deck is poised. I like this card a lot because this is like a celebration card. She's jumping up for joy and she's just celebrating life here. It's like getting lost in the playfulness of life and not taking things so seriously. really frees up the energy so that you can actually really start to enjoy your love life again. And if you're single, it's like doing those things, then you're going to enjoy being out there, and you're going to mingle with others, and you may not be pursuing someone in that moment, but you sure as hell are going to be looked at, and people are going to enjoy the dating process. That's really what I want to say. Have fun with that. Take the weight off. Whew, this is a lot of messages coming through. All right, I want to get an animal card, and then we'll get into the 3-card spread. Perhaps you guys have been taking life a little more seriously, and look, you may have a lot of shit going on in your life, and it's not so easy, right? It's just not so easy to find the time for the love, for the spontaneity, for just even the fun and the playfulness. But I really feel like this is the month that they want you to. We're almost in your birthday season, and by the way, for any of you Cancerians that have a June birthday, I wish you a big, beautiful, happy day. One where you're going to hopefully have a lot of celebration and enjoy. Bottom of the deck right now is the Deer. It's about power. And look at that beautiful moon, full moon. You are ruled by the moon. But I'm not going to pull that right now. I just wanted to, it's important because it's here, and it's about you have your own power here. You are needing to get back into your power so that you can actually, how do I say this? If you're in a relationship and you've kind of given your power away because you take great care of your family, your partner, etc. Cancer, you are a nurturer through and through. You usually put everyone else's needs before you put your own, and you can get caught into that spider web, right? Where it's very hard to get out of that. I feel like that is the message that is really needed to come through for you to take your power back here, because you're so much more attractive when you're in your beautiful strength, And you know that. I'm telling you something that you already know. So it's really important to get that back. All right, let's get an animal card for Cancer. Somehow I try not to make these readings long, and I can't seem to shorten them. So we're going to go with that. One card for Cancer, please. For love, June 2022. Thank you. The Tiger. Wow, and the connection. Tarantula. Okay, we have Tiger that's come out. This is about that power, that control. It is about your will. What is it that you want? What do you want to will into your life? If it is that reconnection with your partner and you want to have that fun and that love and that spark and that excitement again, then something's going to have to change. You're going to have to actually start putting the effort in to free yourself so that you can have control back in your life, but that will also make you so much more attractive. And it's about what you want, you bring towards you. So very much important this month, as always, to really remember what we think about, we do bring about. So if we don't want negativity in our life, then we really got to be mindful of what we're saying in our head and out loud, because we can tell the universe, I don't want a horrible relationship, but what we're saying to the universe is, we say horrible relationship. That's what the universe hears. So really try and be mindful on that. And then we have Tarantula. This is connection. Again, perfect for all Cancers, singles and in a relationship. This needs to be worked on. The connection needs to be made. And if you're in one, it needs to be stronger. You need to find the way to bring it back to balance, to bring it back connected. And singles out there, this is about you enjoying your life and going out there and shining that beautiful self of yours, and you will find the right connection. Excuse me, I need a sip of water. Throat is getting very dry. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's get into the tarot. Okay, for Cancer. With the Tiger card, I mean, there is a female. She sits on the tiger's back. She is controlling what direction she wants the tiger to go in. The tiger is a very fierce animal, very almost untameable, right? Many people have tigers. Well, maybe not many people, but some people own tigers as pets, and they can have them for many years, and those tigers will still turned on them, right? But in this card, this is representing that power, that control that you need to take back somewhere in your life so that this romance, this love, can really start to flourish once again. And no, you're not the only one that's responsible here, but you are responsible for what you want in your life. What's going on? Here we go. Okay. I feel like we are ready. 3 card spread. Towers showing up. It was on the deck, bottom of the deck before. So repeated cards coming out in these readings. Okay, that I feel like that's extra energy here. That's you showing up. Queen of Cups. There you are. You want the balance. You want the equal flow of emotional love. If you're putting yourself out there, you want to receive that as well. And so I just feel, oh man, and the Empress, what you focus on will grow here. Okay, getting so sidetracked. Let's get 3 cards for Cancer. You want the emotional balance back is really what I'm feeling. Temperance. Some of you may be involved with a Sagittarius. I actually had that feeling with Free Yourself. Yes, it's a unicorn, but it came off to me like a horse. So, obviously that's not going to be for every Cancerian out there, but we have Temperance showing up. Patience, hope, faith, belief, knowing that you can attain exactly what it is you want. This is a very divine card. And it also is abundance with patience. Staying centered. Knight of Cups. You want this love. You want this romance. You want to be able to wear your heart on your sleeve and be vulnerable with your partner. And for those of you who are single, you want to find that romance. That's what this night is all about. He is about giving his entire heart and being committed to it. And again, there's a horse in the back of that card. So some of you guys very well may be dealing with a fire sign. And then we have the 4 of Swords. You're exhausted. Wow. Okay, 4 of Swords is like you're exhausted. Worn out. Need some rest. Need some almost disconnecting from all the chatter that is going on in your life. For some of you, that is children. For some of you, it's family, it's career. But you're exhausted. You want the love. You want the connection back. You want to find that partner that's going to bring beautiful balance to you. But you're really tired. So how are we going to get that back, Cancer? How do we get back the energy of the Queen of Cups? That beautiful, watery, loving energy. That loves with all her heart. And that really just feels emotionally centered and balanced. How are you going to get that back? Well, it says you need to free yourself. Here's an idea, because I just heard 30 days. For the next 30 days from whenever you receive this reading, and remember it's for June, but it could apply for July. Time is fluid, right? For the next 30 days, try to not focus on any of the weights. Easier said than done, but what I'm saying, if you're worrying, if you're stressed, if there's a struggle, all that kind of stuff, if you can, try to say, I'll pick that back up in 30 days, but for these next 30 days, I'm going to focus on enjoying myself. I'm going to focus on having more fun. I am going to really put my energy into everything that I do love, and I'm not going to get ahead of myself on anything. And allow yourself that time to see what actually arises without putting too much pressure on you, because I feel like there's a lot of pressure. We have the King of Swords, so it's like, oh wow, and then we have the Chariot. King of Swords, this is getting that mental clarity, seeing things very clear. What is it that you want? And then knowing that you're probably going to have to, again, step back emotionally, and instead of worrying about everyone else and everyone else's problems and all of that kind of stuff, get some clarity or put some distance. in between you and all of that, so that you can actually reconnect with yourself first and foremost. And then if you're in a partner, then you can start to reconnect with your partner. It feels very much like it goes wonderful with the chopped wood, and also before the card, which was clean it up, right? So, very clear messages. And you get your Chariot. You're showing up here, Cancer. This is your card. Back in control. Back in position where you know exactly what you want. Where is this? Time to take control back of your life, right? And I feel like that is exactly what you're going to do in June. But there is really a need for you to mentally and emotionally put the brake on whatever is pulling you away from yourself. Really, I do feel like that. We do have the 5 of Cups showing up underneath the Chariot. So there's been a lot of sadness. There's been a lot of disappointment. We have the 5 of Wands. Wow, 3 5s. No bloody way. We have the 5 of Wands. There's been combat. There's been drama. There's been arguing. There's been no one hearing each other. There's the 5 of Pentacles. So we have 3. 5 of Pentacles is that abandonment feeling like you are left alone. You're the only one, if you're in a relationship, that's working for it, feeling like it's all on your shoulders. That is a hell of a lot of gross energy to have to deal with. So this feels to me that you have been feeling this way for a while. So now it's time to take your power back, and it's going to start with you. And then everything else will shift into place. Have you ever been in a relationship where you've given so much to the other person, and at first you just you don't even think about it, and you just give your heart, and you're just falling in love and all of that kind of stuff. But then after a while you start to realize, like, man, I'm putting all this in, but maybe but the partner kind of doesn't. It kind of stops a little bit. It's because that's just the ebb and flow of life, isn't it? If we just give ourselves to someone 100%, and we don't expect very much back, well, that's exactly what we start to get. And then what happens is the romance kind of dies, right? So it's time for you to feel really good, because when you feel really good and you love what you're doing and you love everything that you're experiencing in your life, and you don't have time for any kind of bullshit, wow, man, isn't that when all of a sudden everyone wants to know where's Cancer? What's Cancer doing? What's she up to? What's he up to? Because all of a sudden it's like it shifts the energy. That's really what I feel like this reading is about. What you want, you can make happen here. And I have no doubt, Cancer, that you're going to make it happen this month. So let me close this reading off. We're going to get you a Treasures from Tikashi. It's about you getting back in your power position, and standing up for what it is you want. And if you are in a relationship, it's time for you to actually start taking care of yourself first, and remember to have fun. And for those of you that have children, as demanding as that is, as worthy as it is, and it's a hard job being a parent. There may be something that you need to look at, that if there's a way that you can have a date night, if there's a way that if they're adult children, to say, look, you guys, I can try and help you out, but at the same time, I got to kind of look after myself too. There may be something here, for at least a few of you, that it really needs to be looked at, so that you can get back in your emotional balance. Okay. Whew. Let us get a card for Cancer, and we'll close this reading off for June 2022. And I just feel like you're really tired, and you probably need to take some serious break. And don't feel guilty. Got to put yourself first here. No, it doesn't feel quite right. Excuse me. And I tell you, Cancer, if you are in a, wow, okay, all these cards are flopping out. If you are in a relationship and you love this person, it's so important for you to take care of yourself too, because not only are they going to fall more in love with you, excuse me, but it is also going to make you feel much more empowered within your own self too. And I really do feel like that's responsible. That is responsibility has come out here. I do feel like that is what is going to empower you. Hope this is making sense. So we have responsibility that came out, and peace was on the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to read responsibility too. Show it to you. says, be accountable to yourself. The onus is on you for who you are and what you have created. Others are responsible for themselves. Do not try to take away their journey by assuming responsibility for them. You need never be a victim when you know that you have choices in every moment and you take responsibility for them. So this is all about you taking back your power and you getting back in the driver's seat of your life. It's all in this reading, man. It really truly is. And in that allows you to, that allows your partner to have to actually step up as well for those of you that are in a relationship, right? And then we have peace. Relax, slow down, meditate, and be peaceful. Wow, does that not go with the Queen of Cups? If I can get the card up. Like, that just goes so beautiful. You do not have to fix everything right now, this minute. Oh, Cancer. Do you hear spirit coming through here? But it may be the time to resolve your inner conflicts and create peace. Take time to peacefully be with yourself without any external noise or the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Be gentle and peaceful in your communications. Do not force the issue. Neither can you try to create peace. You must simply allow it. Okay, so there it is. That is your love reading, Cancer, for the month of June. I think it's very fitting for the energy that I'm picking up here. Thank you so much for your support. I hope this helps in some way. I wish you just a wonderful month. Again, happy birthday to those of you Cancerians that are having that beautiful birthday in the month of June. Celebrate, enjoy yourself, love yourself, and nurture yourself, okay? Start with that. Get your poise. Be poised, or you're going to get your poise back because this is a positive card. Okay, Cancer, we'll see you next time.